St. Thomas is going to benefit from an expansion in the housing thrust because of its proximity to the Kingston metropolitan area. The roadway is convenient, the lands are available, the water infrastructure has been put in, and the government's policy is to support housing development along this corridor. The caveat with that is that whatever we build here, we must build with resilience in mind. So I say to Roselle Properties, as you look to design the houses here, which I'm certain you have done your design, I encourage you to take a second look at them. That lovely view that you have, it's the same lovely view in New Hope in Westmoreland, Parity in St. Elizabeth, and as you go along the coast. The same lovely view. And that lovely wind that is coming off now and cooling the area can be very violent in a hurricane. So you must design for that. And that is an area of focus of the government, resilience. We don't need anybody to tell us about resilience. This government was talking about resilience before anybody started to talk about resilience. We are the ones who built resilience into our public financing and fiscal arrangements. We are the ones building resilience into our construction of our roadway. You know, there's a comment made that, well, you see how many times they dig up the roadway? Precisely, because we're not going to leave it like that. The moment we detect that there is an issue, it must be fixed. You see this roadway, the level of culverts and drainage and retaining wall, because we're building and thinking with resilience. So I implore you that as you build this lovely housing scheme, it must be able to withstand a Category 5. And let's be frank, even in areas that were directly hit by Hurricane Melissa, there were houses that stood up and nothing happened to them. And when you look at their construction, you can see exactly what protected them. Even hip roofs and timber roofs stood up because of how they were constructed. So I urge you to think about resilience. So yes, you might get a threshold minimum for your design, but improve on it to make sure that even if you are hit by a Category 5, the next day the person who owns the home will just come up and sweep away the leaves, maybe the fallen trees, and they're fine. So build with resilience in mind.